Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 29-yard line. Second and 6, just inside the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Mariota looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Down, 60 yard. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Now a handoff working right. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Slide again. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. We ain't giving him nothing today.
Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 15.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. Getting this into the hands of Turner. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Minshew sets to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And again this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Smooth. 15 line. 15 line. Greystone, Travis. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
90 Wolf.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Check right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Come up the ball. Shit. 3. 1. 52.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. You'll never read. You'll never read. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a handoff looking right, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, exit. 15 line. 15 line.
From the gun, then shoot a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. James has got it. Complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
Check 13. Check 13.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down, Dobbins takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, And then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Here's Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Any weapon, and Alpha. Hurry.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18 games. Topper.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing is Mariota. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Mariota on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins, for a Jags touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, and the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Safarian-Jenkins has it. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short It's 4th down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every